Saraswati Rajamani. Rajamani was born on 11th January 1927 in Rangul, Burma. Her father, was one of the richest Indian children.
Her parents supported her. Her parents and sons supported the Indian freedom movement and also contributed money to the movement. In 1942, Rajamani was recruited to the Rani of Jhansi regiment of INA and was a part of Army military intelligence.
She is credited to be the Indian's first Indian female spy. And during the Second World War, she was sent as a spy disguised as a worker in British military camp in Calcutta to gather intelligence.
She played a crucial role in uncovering the British's plan to assassinate Bose during secret visits to Indian bodies in 1945.
For almost 2 years, Rajamani and some of her female colleagues masqueraded as boys and gathered intelligence. When posing as boy, her name was Minnie.
Once one of her colleagues was caught by British troops. To rescue her, Rajamani infiltrated the British camp dressed as a dancer.
She drugged the British officers who were in charge and freed her colleagues. She was shot down by the leg by a British officer during escape, but still managed to escape the capture.
Her work with the army ended when Netaji disbanded the INA after World War. Thank you.
Bhagat Khan was the commander-in-chief of the Indian rebel forces in the city of Delhi during the Indian Rebellion of 1857 against East India Company.
In the army of British East India Company, he became a subedar.
He gained 40 years of experience in Bengal war South.
Khan was most popular among the British officers before he became a rebel.
He was familiar with those officers who served against him during the war.
He was described as the most intelligent character during the rebellion by British.
He suffered a financial crisis during the time of war.
After being deported from Delhi, he was wounded by British during the rebellion and British lost in the Terra Prince of Nepal in 1859. Thank you.
He was an Indian woman freedom fighter who participated in the war on behalf of Indian soldiers against British East India Company during the Indian Rebellion of 1857. She was a member in Women's Battlist of Wajid Shah, the last Nawab of Awadh. While the upper class histories highlight the resistance contributions of upper class heroines like Jhansi Rani, the reality was that the battle for independence from British colonial rule also featured gallant resistant fighters like Uda Devi Pasi and other female direct participants are remembered as the warriors and direct pioneers of 1857 Indian Rebellion. She was married to Makka Pasi, who is a soldier in Hazrat Mahal. On seeing the rising anger of Indian people with the British administration, Uda Devi reached out to the queen of the district, Begum Hazrat Mahal, to enlist for the war. In order to prepare for the battle that was headed their way, the Begum held her form of women's battlist under her command. When the Britishers attacked Nawar, both Uda Devi and her husband outreached for the war. When she heard that her husband had died in the battle, she unleashed her final campaign with full force. Thank you.
Greetings everyone. Ram Prasad Biswat was an Indian poet and a revolutionary who fought against British raj, participating in the Manipuri conspiration of 1918 and Kakori conspiration of 1925. He has composed in Hindi and Urdu under pen names Ram and Biswat. He has been honored with the title Pandit for his specialized knowledge in various subjects. He was also a good translator. He was associated with Arya Samaj and was one of the founding members of the Hindustan Republic Association. He was hanged on 19 December 1927 for his revolutionary activities. Thank you.
Ashfaqullah Khan was a freedom fighter and a martyr in the Indian independence movement against British rule. He was the co-founder for Hindustan Republican Association, later known as Hindustan Socialist Republican Association.
The revolutionaries of Republic Hindustan Association organized a meeting in Shahjahanpur on 8th August 1925 to determine how to raise funds for arms and ammunition. They decided to rob a train carrying government cash through Kakori.
A
case of Kakori 20 concludes by imposing death sentence to Bismil, Khan, Lahiri and Roshan. Others were given life sentences.
Khan was sentenced to death by hanging on 19th December 1927 in the Faizabad jail. He is considered as a martyr for the cause of India's independence. Thank you.
The Kakori train conspiracy.
The Kakori train robbery was a train robbery that took place at Kakori, a village near Lucknow on 9 August 1925 during the Indian independence movement against the British rule in India.
It was organized by the Indian Revolutionaries of Hindustan Republican Association. The robbery was conceived by Ram Prasad Bismal and Ashfaqullah Khan, who are a member of the HRA, which later became the Hindustan Socialist Republican Association.
The organization was established to carry out revolutionary activities against the British Empire with the objective of achieving independence.
Since the organization needed money for the purchase of weaponry, Bismal and his party made a plan to rob a train on the Saharanpur railway lines.
This robbery plan was executed by Bismil Khan, Rajendra Lahiri,
Chandrasekhara Sachindra Bakshi,
Keshav Chakravarti, Manmatnath Gupta.
Mukundilal, Murarilal Khanna and one passenger was killed.
The objectives of this train robbery is to fund the HRA with the British administration's money tax from the Indians.
To protest against the British administration for collecting a lot of tax from Indians. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chittagong Raid. The raiders were members of the Revolutionary Indian Republican Army who favored armed uprisings as a means to achieve India's independence from the British colonial rule. They were inspired by the 1916 Easter Rising in Ireland and they were led by Soviets. However, they were ideologically influenced more by the communists in the Soviet Union. Many of these raiders later became communists. The group consisted of over 20 important people, including Ganesh Ghosh, Ambika Chakraborty, Manoranjan Bhattacharya, Himanshu Sen, Narayan Sen, Tripura Sen, Prithilita Vadekar, Kalpana Dutt, and many other unsung heroes. Sen devised a plan to capture the two main armies in Chittagong, destroy the telegraph and telephone office. He took hostage members from the European Club, and the railway and communication lines were to be cut in order to disconnect Chittagong from Calcutta. Many imperial banks in Chittagong were to be robbed in order to gather money for further uprisings. Many jailed revolutionaries were also to be freed. However, the Chittagong revolutionary group suffered a fatal blow in 16 February 1933 when the master Surya Sen was arrested from Gairala village after a tip-off from an insider from the group. Out of greed or jealousy or wish for the prize money or all,